For the escape, Site-13 once more. How does that look? That looks all correct. The audio will be activated momentarily. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Escape, Site-13. Hello, Zardrin. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Zevsky Andre, hello to Peanut God, hello Icy Guy, hello the Divas, hello to the lurkers in the Twitter, X chat, Kick chat, Instagram chat, TikTok chat, Twitch chat, and YouTube chat. Welcome to all of you. Actually, so tragic. Hello Agent 24. So tragic that we didn't beat the Secret Lab Challenge today. We were so close, man. I could taste it. I could taste victory in my mouth. Until the surface thing. As soon as I knew there was a guy on surface, I was kind of like, it's over, it's GG's. My hope, though, was that he only had a crossvec on surface, but of course, he had a drum mag Epsilon 11 with a flashlight. If he didn't have a flashlight, we would have won. If he wasn't on surface, we would have won. If it wasn't a drum mag Epsilon, we would have won. If it wasn't a guy who... If it wasn't a decent player, we would have won. There's so many ways we could have won that, but... The RNG all went against us, and then I didn't play literally perfectly. That was the only thing that I could have done better. But yeah. First time watching an Escape Site-13 stream? Well, we are in the end game. I don't know if I'll be able to do the voices. Usually, I voice over the characters, like, really, like, with very unique voices. People talk a lot about the clown voice I do. I don't know if I remember how to do it exactly, but hopefully, where we left off, we are in, basically, the evil cult god's realm, and trying to figure out what's happening here. We have the... Oh, I'm not going to spoil more for Icy if Icy's still here, but this is where we are. We're in the cult god realm, like, place, and continuing the story from there. So, let's read this plaque. A new ideology blossomed and bore fruit in the hearts of the faithful, igniting their roars and fueling their struggles. Enraged, the believers surged towards the sanctum. Steward rules, in his rigid way, attempted to suppress the rebellious faithful. This sparked a fierce conflict between the soldiers and the believers. Just want to make sure all the overlays are correct. They are. Okay, good. So, a conflict happened. New ideology. Have we finally reached the part where their god and the Oracle came in? I think we are. Right here, there's some sort of sarcophagus. No, not even a sarcophagus, a chained-up statue of something. Do I break the chain? Okay, we interact with the statue. I'm gonna check up here. Oh, yep. Of course, another chained disciple. I feel like we're freeing the evil god right now, rather than being good about it, stream. I don't know if this is good or not. But, you know, follow the game's storyline. We have the power to... change timelines, so clearly it'll be okay. It'll definitely be okay, right? There's the last one. Oh! Scale with legs. Got a new global record. Did that open something? They're all facing to the right now. No, nothing over there. I jumped the stairs because it makes you go way faster. Oh, we can go back down and read the tablet again. Alright. With order deceased, rules no longer held sway. The faithful transformed their personal anguish into spears, delivering a backlash filled with hatred against the shackling rules. As rules crumbled under the pain, he became increasingly aware of the emptiness taking shape. It turned out that this void was not a construct of divine intervention or artificial creation. It was merely an intrinsic, that's how you say that word. It was merely an intrinsic part of any self. Faith, sustenance, order, rules, indeed, all stewards. All had been numbed so entirely that they failed to notice the spears piercing themselves. Until the cracks widened into a void, allowing emptiness to grow into a monstrosity too terrifying to ignore. The void is an integral part of self, predating order and rules, and people don't realize it until it's too late inside of them. Extinguished! Oh, candle brief! I can still do the voice, let's go! Life is but a walking shadow, a poor actor's grief. Striding proud and fretting upon this hour on stage, then heard no more, life's a tale told by a fool, filled with rage. Meaningless. All is meaningless. Be it life, dreams, futures, knowledge, morals, values. All utterly devoid of meaning. Psychotic clown monster. Of course there's meaning in life. The meaning of humanity is nothing? No, don't believe them. Rationality and rules are invented to numb the mind. Once the numbness withdraws, then there's true, open, and creative freedom. Nothing? No. Nothing that gives opportunity for something, because there's never nothing, because nothing means there's something, because the nothingness of the void is actually a thing in itself, because the void is a thing. A sudden realization that all meanings artificially assigned shall not cease to exist. Yes, the artificial meanings can fall away. The meaning of humanity is nothing, but that means it's also everything, because nothing leaves way to everything. Rationality and rules are invented to numb the mind. Once the numbness withdraws, there's nothing. A sudden realization that all meanings artificially assigned shall not cease to exist. Then what about me? Because remember, we are not human. As an entity given shape by rationality itself, does my existence have a meaning? The void itself is the meaning of humanity. It's the ultimate effect of all causes, the end of the path. This is your pursuit all along. Rationality is the shackles that humanity wrought for itself. Shackles are meant to be broken, as the true self will not be forever buried. Judah had trouble reconciling with the fact you're now in that same situation. He died, but you don't have to. There is more for you to witness. I don't understand. How can there be anything else after this? Your mind is narrow, Apex. Even Judah, in his final moments, felt there is something further down the path. I see you are struggling. Meanwhile, you are doubting the meaning of such struggling. Cease it, let the void expand, find the way forward with what you are so good at. Trial and error. Yes, trial and error is what we've done. Judah's final message did mention something about this exact situation. He's right, I can't back down. No need to fear. Okay, let me feel it. Bring it on, whatever lies beyond the void. Oh, okay! So we accept the void. That's what they were talking about, like a spear impales you when you accept the void. Blood leaps with fervent boil, flames fiercely ablaze. Where neither blood nor fire ought to dwell, within a hollow chest. Every vessel bursts forth from the flesh, pain of boiling blood transforming into an overwhelming tide of urgency. This kind of feels like blood boiling of outer space. You know, if you have the pressure on you, it literally boils your blood. But this creates a crystallized spear of sorts, which is weird. Yeah, the whole reality bending idea, it's crazy. It's so much. Howl and kneel and howl. I guess kneel and cry in pain. We should be reset now, though, to an alternate timeline, right? Thus concludes the record of my third attempt. Sue, what do you think the void is? What's the meaning of humanity and us? Adhering to rationality, the path that Andrew Ammons called condensation. Is it wrong? First of all, Apex, you made one fundamental mistake. Humanity has no meaning. Not only humanity, everything that exists, none of them have predefined meaning. Meaning is a concept created and assigned at a later time. So is rationality. But in that case, your existence has no meaning, is what you're trying to say. That is not true, Apex. The void is nothingness. Trying to make something out of nothing is futile. Everything that exists, none of them have predefined meaning. So what? Yeah, because we give things meaning and purpose. We give ourselves meaning and purpose. That's why it's so valuable when we find our purpose. None of them needs a meaning to begin with. So is the path that we are on. You mean Judah is also? I'm not telling you to pick up the mantle and prevent the manifestation of the void, to stop the unstoppable. He never denied the existence of the void. I do not deny the fact that the existence of rationality is irrational, but he never gave up on the faith in rationality. He did it out of not rationality but sensibility, an integral part of human nature. To erect rationality as a faith, one needs sensibility. If humanity had a meaning, sensibility must be a part of it too. Sensibility defined humanity, then humanity discovered rationality. Our existence is exactly the opposite. Humans seek rationality because the way of sensibility is limited. We long to master sensibility because the way of rationality is equally limited. I went into the same dead end in the previous iteration. Oh yes, Sue glitched out through the other previous iteration of the timeline. Seeing one side of the coin is as the only side. The foundation to build my tower on. Interesting. Andrew Ammons and Judah Hermes, despite their human limits, are seeing further than we do. Has Ammons chosen? How should I put it? A path that somehow brings the two sides together? That you must find out on your own, Apex. Andrew Ammons is more radical than Judah. I have examined documents gathered during previous iterations. One file in the sanctuary mentioned that he had a condition called alexithymia. What the hell is alexithymia? Define alexithymia. Alexithymia, the inability to recognize or describe one's own emotions. So he was a sociopath because he could not feel or recognize emotions? The condition made him emotionally blind, or I guess autistic, a type of autism, I think. In other words, somewhat like us. Because yes, because she's an AI, so of course she doesn't have feelings, and our guy is a some sort of anomaly, so he doesn't have human emotions exactly. Like Apex is like something else. But he is not us. Yes, because we get to also decide our feelings. There is a subtle difference, which could lead to grave mistakes. For that reason, I must witness for myself. Maybe he was thinking exactly the same. May your path be uneventful. Okay. We rebirth. This is the rebirth animation. We once more are brought back to life to carry on our mission through a new timeline. This is the 4th timeline. We also had a couple deaths, so this is honestly more like the 12th timeline. Okay, based on that prompt, we need to go down. The void is but the effect of a cause. It's not the answer you're seeking, something beyond it. Am I right, Mr. Ammons? I see that you finally get what I mean. I have no idea what is beyond the void. However, now I'm sure that there is something, and this time I intend to witness it myself. As you wish. Another new global record. Alright, well, we have the reality... These are reality anchors, right? Not just lights? I think so. Yeah, because they place reality anchors here while praying to their gods and other stuff. Oh, it's such a mess. I don't remember there being this many staircases. Yeah, I do not remember this. Whee! Jumping the staircase always, okay. Whee! There's something there, but... Hello? You? Hello? Hello? Is that a guy or a girl reading a book? What do we have here? Standard Containment Unit 198, PTE dash 9917 dash Kapala, Gopher Stele. The Gopher Stele, okay. Just like before, someone painted over the original name and wrote the word Gopher Stele over it. This stele is Noah's Ark, bringing to us words of God. Why is that person reading over there? I want to talk to them, but I can't. He doesn't even act like he notices them. Why are they there? Who is that? What is their purpose? What is the meaning of this? And there's another one hiding there, another one lying here. What? Then the Lord in the heavens did behold our deeds, and commanded that his unseen messengers inscribe words upon the stone. When the Lord is moved by our piety, verily our deeds shall again appear upon the monument. PTE-9917-Kapala, a religion-type anomaly capable of self-fulfilling prophecy. It emerged from the dark waters. As to the origin, nobody knows a thing. Maybe it's from the same source where the void came from. Perhaps the entity is from the void? Perhaps. What about you there? Hello, sir? There are patterns on the stone pieces, but look at the body that's moving right behind you, bro. The pattern looks like the inscription on the stele, but there's no sign of the spirit torrent in them. Why is our guy ignoring all the clearly human-esque or human people? We're just ignoring all of them? Like, hello? I can't talk to them? I can read all these pieces of lore, but I can't talk to the literal acolytes of this place. So I can't drop down here, but I think we can take this ladder over here. Hello, AM. Welcome to the stream. Many stairs? Yes, so it seems. Wait. Okay, there we go. I was wondering. I was like, where? This game has a little bit of weird keys when it comes to trying to go down places. Okay, there's more acolytes. What do we have here? Okay. There's a reel of film under the bed. I should be able to play it with the film recorder I found. What's this? I thought Bartholomew had taken it to the grave for me. This is good, though. Captured in this film is the revelation I imparted to myself. In a sense, it's my last words. No one has intended to see its content. But if it's you, maybe I do not mind. Alright, new document. Andrew Ammon's recording. The camera is of the same make and model as the one found in Harley Edmonds' office. The playback controls are the same. Alright, video time, stream. Even now, I harbor doubts. Why have I made this recording? Perhaps as a memento of Bartholomew and Peter as they once were. Perhaps, too, so that someone might unearth the whole truth. I cannot tell, for I lack the criteria to judge. My own feelings are always unclear to me. Even now, I harbor doubts. Why have I made this recording? These revelations are for me alone, revealed to me alone, of my silent declarations. I record all that I see, all that I think, not for those who might read in the future, but for me, now stepping on fudge. I should have read it faster, but he's going so slow the first time. From the moment on, I entered this world. I lack the ability to. It's said that even at birth I could not cry. Goff, Speedy Boy's lines. Why? My mother, noting the anomaly, took me to many experiments. It's not that I was without feeling, but that I could not express it. Unable to feel warmth, cold, horror, or delight. She told me, this world is not devoid of warmth. Even if I could not feel, I should help others. Helping others is also helping myself. Good deeds bring good karma. From that time, she lived and acted as she preached. Interesting. The first revelation came from flames. The flames touched down, and thus the woman lived her creed, seeking to shield me amidst the terrible fire, her body seriously injured. I lost only my left side and an eye, but she damaged her heart and lungs. The physicians do not, as I watched silently. Only then did I understand this world is not as beautiful as she described, nor is she the one I should follow. I am unable to cry, nor do I know how to grieve. Only an indescribable agony tears me apart. As if grief itself performed its duty for me, tears finally falling from my burnt left eye. Perhaps even that is but a figment of my imagination. The second revelation came from friends. Ooh, friends. Bartholomew and Peter are my comrades. So I reasoned, but perhaps it is not so. Interesting. Peter, shall we take a photo? Andrew, you and your camera again. Focus on the task at hand. Stop fooling with that nonsense. Hold on, Peter. Andrew has finished today's work, hasn't he? Come, let's take a group photo. Peter acts rigidly, disregarding others' feelings, but we work together in tacit understanding. Bartholomew, not granted. He is also compassionate, good like the one who bore me. Should there be conflict, he bridges the gap between Peter and me, reconciling us. The third revelation came from the void. The dark waters brought the bloody wasteland, that kingdom of God. God's kingdom brought forth words. Those words, unbearable for mankind, demanded one to steer the ark. Invited by God, I cast my body into the sea. Invited by God, Peter devoted his mind to research. Invited by God, Bartholomew offered his soul. Those so-called words wail, scream, and roar at me, spreading like fire into my very soul. Beyond the void, all I can see is nullity. And this outcome, I had foreseen it. Emotion to me is as color to the blind. Incomprehensible, that means. The fifth revelation is from me. The language of heaven arrives, but I can neither see nor understand it. The logic of heaven is here, yet it fans beside my path. Only weeds are found in the field. The destructive, the bloody, the primal, the violent. Is this right? I cannot believe. I cannot agree. We eradicated the great king of terror of the 7th month of 1999. Yet this world remains at the brink of doom. It will end on the 20th. This is certain. The advent of God is the coming of all these prophecies. Fear not, do not be afraid. I shall save humanity, and only I can save humanity. Bro is a nutjob, cultist. Are you suffering, Bartholomew? I can take it all away. There's no need. I will do it myself. You need not dirty your hands with blood. Dirty my hands, Bartholomew. I'm increasingly puzzled by your thoughts. In your view, is doing God's work dirty? This notebook is useless to me now. I thought by recording their habits, by recording everyone's habits, I might deduce their thoughts, their emotions. But I've only become more bewildered, watching them follow God towards a destructive inferno. Once again, the intense pain of the body tears me apart. He just took off his own head, or his mask, and I must make a choice. That was his mask. I thought it was his head at first, but no, it's his mask. Once there arose in me an impulse to flee, but for the sake of my friends, but to bear witness, but no longer to simply watch from the sidelines, until the end comes. I shall stay with them until the conclusion, guiding them onto the right path. So Andrew Ammons could not feel emotions, and instead of fleeing the cult and the god and stuff, he decided to stay and lead them and note down how they are and who they are and how they act and how they react with it all, to try to understand also their emotions and understand them, because he couldn't really understand humans or just people and their emotions. I kind of understand why you call me your kin. Yeah, because he can relate, because he can also, Apex cannot feel emotions similar to Andrew Ammons. I see myself in you. Sometimes I see you as a slightly different copy of myself. No, Ammons, we are fundamentally different. The cliff is illuminated by the glow of red glyphs. Is it really the glow of glyphs, or the last light of a dying sun? Okay, before we interact with that glyph, I want to look at the other stuff first. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I meant to look at this. There are books on the table. Clinical records of topological anomalies. The content is largely medical. This file is document SCP-001, plus some related research notes. It contains dissertations on God by researchers from other worlds. I acquired the foundation of my knowledge from it. Interesting. Completionist, don't tell me you've collected all of them on your own! I collected every document in the game! Let's go! It's the final document! Oh my god, I'm a god. We did it, stream. I worked so hard not to miss a single one. SCP-001, Special Containment Procedures. Following recent investigations by Dr. Robert Montauk, no containment measures are necessary for SCP-001 at this time. It is functionally self-contained, and any intervention by the Foundation could irreversibly damage or alter this containment. Except for anomalies that are already contained by the Foundation, all personnel are prohibited from accessing any new documents related to SCP-001. SCP-001 is an entity generally referred to as Redacted. SCP-001 currently exists in multiple parallel dimensions and is unable to enter the primary dimensional space. However, it is believed to have repeatedly attempted to enter the primary dimension for several thousand years. The physical, psychological, and conceptual properties of SCP-001 are unknown to the Foundation. However, it continues to exert a significant influence on certain individuals and events within the primary dimension. The existence of SCP-001 represents an ongoing but currently dormant Tashkent-level xenopollination scenario, a type of K-class scenario involving reality alteration or human extinction caused by the interactions of two fundamentally different types of anomalous entities. Should SCP-001 enter the main timeline, irreparable changes to normality will occur. Initiating containment of SCP-001 is a top priority, but it is not deemed necessary. Any attempts to alter the classification or project level of SCP-001 will result in immediate expulsion from the O5 Council. SCP-001 is extensively mentioned across a vast number of human and non-human civilizations in universal artistic and oral histories, including those that have never been or never had any contact with each other. These accounts typically describe it as a massive red entity adorned with a golden crown or other headgear, symbolizing authority. The name given to SCP-001 vary, but mostly contain two elements: a word denoting authority combined with a word denoting the color red, such as the crimson, or the, Crimson King would be right? Denoting the color red, plus, authority. Crimson King, Crimson Crown, Crimson Leader, Crimson God, what else would be, like, Red God, stuff like that. Blood God, maybe. Civilizations lacking a concept of red, if following the naming convention, use a color equivalent to the concept of red in their own culture, such as blood god. That would make sense, if they don't know what red is. Most personnel, except those specifically assigned to handle SCP-001 related anomalies, are entirely unaware of this entity. According to the containment procedures of SCP-2-7, Level 4 personnel are to be informed that SCP-2-7 is actually SCP-001. Ooh, interesting! It is unclear if this is true, but several members of the Council strongly support the hypothesis. However, due to the multidimensional nature of SCP-001, SCP-2-7 may only represent one aspect of 001. Interesting. Scarlet King? Yeah, that is the main one people call it. It is unknown when SCP-001 was first discovered. A substantial amount of documentation relating to the origins of the Foundation was lost during the Roaring Coup of 1889, and a complete reconstruction of these events is not possible, but an investigation followed shortly after a redacted situation. Over the years, multiple organizations focused on bringing SCP-001 into the primary dimension have emerged. The most recent, the Sons of the Crimson King, was experimented in a GOC SCP joint operation in January 2018. Its former leader, Dipesh Spivak, is currently detained by the Foundation, designated as Pol-3172. Okay. Update 0106-2018. An extensive investigation into SCP-001 has recently been carried out by Dr. Robert Montauk, project leader of SCP-001, SCP-231, and SCP-2-7, and the designer of Procedure 110-Montauk. Based on the findings of the investigations, SCP-001 has been downgraded to safe by a resolution of the O5 Council. At the request of the former O5-13, several documents related to the investigation are attached here to provide more background and detailed information on this theory. These documents were reviewed, categorized, and filed by the former O5-13 himself, with the approval of O5-1 to serve as background material for this reassessment. This is literally the Scarlet King document? I think so. I think it literally is the Scarlet King document. Maybe they'll add a little bit of their universal lore in it, because this is a Chinese game, so it's a Chinese, like, universe version of SCP, basically. So they might change something slightly, but most likely, most of this data will be the exact same as the SCP Wiki document on the Crimson King, or SCP-001. Phase, plus Phase 1, blood. Data was lost. Plus Phase 2, condensation. Data partially lost. Dr. Montauk, please tell me about the meaning of the Path of Blood. Pol-3172 respond. Isn't it obvious? It is the way of Redacted's rule, ordered by the relying on the imposition of an iron will upon peasants, on legions of slaves, on nobles born cruel. In his time, the reality of this world where it belonged to him, in his corners of the world. Dr. Montauk responded. What does this have to do with the essence of SCP-001? What about the other laws? 3172 responds, I suggest you seek the second. Dr. Montauk, I don't have time for your riddles. Tell me now, Pol-3172, or I'll send you back to your cell. Pol responds, Oh, Dr. Montauk, I'm sorry. You must be seeking the way of condensation. This is all. Plus Phase 3, redacted. Data partially lost. Pol-3172, in every culture, every city, tribe, and civilization, you can see the ideas of Redacted. Always the same, the Red King, the burned crown, and this rooted sentiment of ancient female fear. His image is always consistent, a terrorizing monster that devours everything, yet so cliche, the great demon in the darkness, filled with violent flames and ancient blood sacrifices. Haven't you ever found it strange? These things that lurk beyond the eyes? You have faced far vaster and subtler monsters, as you've told me yourself. But always there remains an unshakable fear, knowing something hidden, yet so simple, lurks in the background. Dr. Montauk. You know it feels weird to me. I told you that myself, but I gave up trying to make the world make sense a long time ago. Anomalies don't play by human rules. I'm too old to be redefining the universe. Pol responds, but what you don't remember, or don't know, is that this is not the only past. Redacted was once something entirely different. He was not always a king, not always red. He was the whisper in the wind, making the peasants toil, looking up in fear at his famine, fair and just. He was innate knowledge. The world is of gods and demons, those that overshadow the power of humanity, beings beyond our kind. He was the cold hunger and famine, without rhythm or reason, only the supernatural cruelty above us, and given enough belief, he can also be the devourer. He is a true creator. Dr. Montauk responds, "Are you saying he can change forms from one god to another?" Pohl replies, "Redacted is not a god. Dr. Redacted is a concept." Dr. Montauk replies, "What? But he's real, physical. We've seen." Pohl interrupts, "I can't tell you more. Not now. Have you found anything on condensation?" Dr. Montauk replies again, "But there's nothing left. The clues led me to some lost documents, but it was a dead end. There's a document about the origins of the Foundation, and some rants from the mad sons of the king about modernity." Document. On May 22nd, 2018, a massive crack appeared in the wall of Pol 3172's containment cell. The crack seems to lead to another dimension. Large amounts of red smoke emerged from it, with the screams of an unknown number of humans emanating from within. Foundation personnel discovered that they could not enter Pol 3172's containment cell. Pol 3172 informed them that only Dr. Montauk was permitted entrance and would not communicate with anyone else. After some debate, Dr. Montauk was allowed into the containment cell to interview Pol 3172. The record is as follows, with partial data lost. Pol 3172. They cannot imagine. This is beyond their concept of reality, but perhaps you can. So tell me, Doctor, do you know why Redacted exists? Dr. Montauk, because of modernity and pre-modern. Pol replies with a quick interruption. No. Because the SCP Foundation exists. Modernity shaped him, defined the contours of his rage, but he only materialized when modernity began to interfere with his kingdom. Modernity appeared in your form. You came first. You emerged to block, categorize, and pin down everything that didn't fit into your enlightened, rational philosophy. Everything must be understood, placed on the shelf, turned from the spirits and fairies into simple, understandable logic and matter. It is a distinguished approach, and it doesn't always work. There must be something given. There must be something to rise in opposition. That's kind of how science works. It's theories and theorems that are made, and then you try to disprove it as much as possible, and if you can't disprove it, then therefore it is true because it is not false. But eventually, you get even more ways of trying to disprove it that can then prove that it's false, right? Like, people used to think the Earth was flat because they couldn't prove that it was round. They couldn't disprove that that was false. Then new technology was invented, new mathematics, and new people trying things out, and all of a sudden they realized, oh my god, the Earth is round. Oh my god, we're not the center of the universe. Then, it was proven that that was wrong. Now it's proven that we are not the center of the universe. Maybe in some fourth dimensional science in the future, we all of a sudden realize, oh my god, we are actually the center of the universe. We're just not the center of our solar system. And Earth was chosen by God or whatever. Like, it could happen. You never know. That's how science works. It's constantly evolving based on the theorems and people trying to disprove the theories that already exist. That's why there's no such thing as the science. Science is a constantly evolving concept. The only fully rational things we have are like 1 + 1 = 2, but even then, you have imaginary numbers and concepts that blow things out of proportion when you go into like university level mathematics and stuff. Like, there still is a rationality and a core to our existence, but if we do unlock the fourth dimension and other stuff, we could completely remove all physics and knowledge that we have from the current world altogether because we can morph the numbers, right? Like, it's a complete mess of what science and mathematics and physics and reality can be based on the advancement of technology. Literally, modern day technology is our world's, our reality's version of magic. It's taking and harnessing the powers of the rules of our universe and our existence. Dr. Montauk. The Foundation was established in the 1820s. It was created to protect the world from darkness, brought together by a group of brave men and women to secure, contain, and protect. Those are our goals. There's value in normalcy that you can see. The world can be understood. True, rational, reasonable, enlightenment. These are our foundations. These allow us to see what is objective. Pol 3172. Do you really believe that? Dr. Montauk. I have to. Poll 3172, you're a man of science. You should know that there's no true objectivity in any science. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as true objectivity in science. There's always new theories and theorems and disproving, like, theories that are created for more theories. There's always room for doubt. Exactly, always room for error. Always. You will never have a perfect scientific theory that is not able to be disproven in the future, potentially. But there is a chance that, yes, we will prove it to the point where it can't be unproven, but again, if some sort of reality-changing thing, like fourth-dimensional space travel, like immortality, like other stuff, where you could start bending what we know as science again, right? If we get the Dyson sphere that can harvest the power of the sun and stuff, we can revolutionize what we believe and what we think is real. Dr. Montauk, but there's human nature. We may be imperfect in mind, unable to understand completely, but we observe. What we do observe is solid, tangible. Beneath all of this, there are patterns, a bedrock. Yes, there are patterns in the world, like the Fibonacci sequence, which is, if you don't know, it's the one that's like a snail shell, basically it curls and then goes like a straight line and then curls and straight line, right? It's fantastic. The Fibonacci sequence is everywhere, in nature, in humanity, in everything. There are patterns in our world that bring together the code of what our reality is. It's why some people theorize that we are in a simulation, because our world is kind of coded on certain laws of existence and on how our world works. But at the same time, maybe it's not. Maybe there is some sort of magical thing to it. Maybe there is a god. Maybe, like, we don't know for sure. We just take our own beliefs and then we attach onto what we think it could be and what we currently in the moment believe in and realize. Poll 3172. The bedrock is defined by the number 7. 7 chains, 7 brides, 7 seals, 777. My entire life has been defined by this number. It tortures me. Countless heptagons dance before my eyes. We are not allowed to live. We are not allowed to be human. This is the luxury of modernity. Although its wound is cold, oh my god, my bad. Although its wound is cold and creaking, being a whole person. 777, 7 maidens taken by the icy rider, howling like a demon wind. Thus redacted must receive 7 brides. Not virgin brides, like you expect it with cultish type religious things with a god from a cult. Usually they'll be like virgins or sacrifices as well. Dr. Montauk. Modernity is not always cold. It's less barbaric than slavery. That is true, though modern day slavery is basically being permanently in debt to other people, so then you're always not working for yourself, but working for others to make them have a good life rather than your own good life. That's what debt and debt slaves are. They exist a lot in a lot of the Asian countries. They exist in our countries too, and it keeps getting worse. We need to fix our economies. It's bad. People should start living their lives more free. That's partially why we have AI and robotics being invented, is to help free up our time and be more creative and work for more for ourselves than people that are bad to us. Poll 3172. But what for? Is this the only purpose? To avoid barbarism? What's the point of peace and kindness if it lets you smile for a few decades, then die in a shallow grave? The self-satisfaction of a limited self, I do not understand. Never understood. I've always tried, I want to believe them, like you, but the system always looks down on me with scorn. Maybe it's not cold, Doctor. Cold seems too objective. It can't be that, because there is no objectivity. Just howling madness, and the want for a meaning. And the want for the meaning, though, can provide meaning and value. That's the thing, is the want is a thing, therefore it creates a thing. Like, we can create something from nothing, that's why we have sentience. Otherwise, sentience is nothing. Dr. Montauk replies, do you think everything is an illusion? Poll 3172. There is reality, but it's never final. There is no ultimate reality, Doctor. There is no whole. The world does not have a concrete path, but that's what makes it beautiful. There's only fabrication. The things of the soil are bound together, roughly made from soil. So the reality is, yes, we are all made up of atoms, all made up of particles. If I touch my hands together, my hands are not technically touching. The atoms in it create a tiny fraction of space. The electrons in your brain, that's what's creating your brainwaves that makes you intelligent. Like, we are made up of particles. But because the way that particles exist, we have sentience, we have a life, we are a living organism, we are a being, we are a thing. Therefore, there's something more to it. It is not just we are specks of dust with no purpose and nothing. There is something there. There is some law or regulation to the universe, and that's why people make religions or believe in certain gods, is because of that there is something more to it. There is thought, we have sentience. Poll 37 or 3172. No, listen, Dr. Montauk, just listen. you know that what Redacted is. He is a creation of swirling anomalies from many different times, spanning all worlds. He is the memory of lost worlds, the memory of the pre-modern world, manifest as hatred for modernity, hating everything new, this humanity, and sneer that mark our daily existence, cast from the perfect balance between irreconcilable anomalies and our fractured minds. He is born from overwhelming, unavoidable tension, an old world scream facing a cold, gray, meaningless new world. He is the revenge of our lost pasts. He is the idea of ancient beings in a world that has abandoned and blindly believes in them. Dr. Montauk, he is the manifestation of the pull between modernity and pre-modernity. Pull 3172, yes. He is the fault line between two incompatible worlds, and ultimately, he can only destroy them both. That's the right way. I disagree. It's not the right way to choose to break both. Just because the worlds and the realities are incompatible doesn't mean you should destroy them. We can never have a utopian society. It will never exist because everyone has different opinions. Everyone has a different mindset. Everyone has different likes and tastes. Some people want pineapple on pizza in a utopian society. Some will think that that's a sin and you can't have pineapple on pizza. It doesn't matter. You can never have a utopian. The closest thing we can have to a utopian is the freedom of ideas, concepts, speech, and our own ability to create and make the society that we like around us and live the way that we want, basically. Have a society that's open to let people live the way that they want, and protect people to let them live that way without being hurt. Like, if someone's a serial killer, they aren't allowed to live the way that they want because it hurts others and removes them from existence. Like, there still have to be laws and rules and regulations, because you can't just let everyone do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want. That cannot exist, because there's selfishness in humanity. We need some sort of predefined rules and working together. The old humanity, what it used to be, is, like, say, in Canada, for example, if you didn't work together as a community, you would starve to death and you'd freeze to death in the winters. Same thing in a lot of, like, the cold places on the top of the earth, to the north and to the south. If you were living in a place like a community, right, and you had animals and livestock and fish and other stuff, when it came to wintertime, a lot of people died unless they worked together to survive starvation, to survive the cold winters, to work together. A lot of people still died, but we are their ancestors. We are coming from thousands of lines of humans, of genetic code that's advanced and advanced. That's why we are tall. That's why we are better looking than old humans. Why we're smarter than old humans. Why we have certain things is because we've evolved over time as humanity. And those societies. Now we're in societies, those who are lucky enough of us to be in first world countries where we have, like, electricity and water and food and stuff in abundance. We no longer technically need others, but we do. We need our farmers. We need the construction workers. We need the plumbers, the electricians. We need the truck drivers driving the food to us, to our grocery stores and stuff. We do still need each other, but people don't realize that. They start to isolate themselves and work as an individual. They don't realize how much of humanity is interconnected to making their life better, right? So we lose sight of that when we shouldn't. Yes, we can't. Our worlds will never be compatible perfectly. Your view will never be the same as mine. But the nice thing about humanity is we can be open to being like, it's okay that you're not the same as me. It's okay you don't believe in all the same things as me. That's okay. I will believe what I believe. You will believe what you believe as well. As long as we don't hurt each other or kill each other, it's fine to have different beliefs and be happy and live our lives separately. And we can have parts of our beliefs that we like inside of each other. Like, a lot of the religions, the big ones, like Christianity and all the other ones, right? They come from similar things, but with different interpretations, right? So, like, it's nice when, like, Christianity and stuff is like, okay, we want to convert you into our religion, but you don't have to be converted type thing. It's the same thing with any other belief that isn't a religious belief. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's so many belief systems and stuff that's out there. Again, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're good, basically. That being said, you also have the ethical theories of, if someone else hurts you, can you hurt back? I believe in self-defense. I believe in the death penalty for those who murder others. Some people don't. Some people believe that they would rather die than defend themselves from being killed. Like, some people do believe that. I'm okay with them believing that, but personally, I would protect my family. I would protect my friends. I would go to war for people and for what I believe in and with my country if I needed to. That's if I believed in what my country wanted. Governments suck, man. Don't go to war for stupid, evil governments. But if you have certain beliefs and stuff and want to protect your family and the people that you care about, then yes, then you go to war and you protect yourself. And I think that's valid. But again, you can have completely a disagreement with me. Like, again, you never need to agree, especially with online people, never agree with 100% of everything anyone ever says. You will never have 100% agreement. That's why no one's a god. Don't put anyone on a pedestal, especially celebrities and stuff. Everyone's human. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone changes their mind over time and grows and matures, even when they're really old and they learn new things. So just be open to the world around you and learning new things, basically. That's the best way to live. But also, that's another opinion, so therefore you don't have to live that way as well, right? That's the wonderfulness of it. Like, you should live with an open mind, but you don't have to. And that's okay. Like, you do you live your life. This document was recovered by Bartholomew from the PDA of a visitor who was also associated with the SCP Foundation. Clearly, this document does not belong to our world, as the timelines don't match. Originally archived for record keeping, I have gradually unearthed the secrets hidden within it. Despite most of the content being missing, I can infer that this enigmatic SCP-001 is likely Project 4231. aka the SCP god that we're dealing with is SCP-001 from an alternate dimension reality, but he was already in an alternate dimension in that dimension as well, trying to get into the main timeline. And now we can mess with timelines and stuff, but maybe this guy can breach through our timeline? This is a complete mess and insane. This is like, Site-13 is crazy, bro. This is insane. This confirms that their pursuit is not entirely a wild goose chase. Indeed, the sensations I've felt are not illusory. The path of blood constitutes its foundation, its belief, and simultaneously encapsulates a characterization of pre-modernity. As I suspected, the rifts created by the constructs of modernity are the origins of the void described in the document as the pole. Our existence, precisely the existence maintained by containing anomalies, is exuberating this pole and fostering the creation of further rifts. The void certainly emerges from humanity itself, yet it should be something readily fillable. The increasing distance from completeness isn't due to Project 4231 or the Foundation itself. Rather, it's the undue significance humanity imposes upon itself. So it's our own, kind of deep spiral to rock bottom to depression to thinking my life is meaningless that creates the meaninglessness of the void. Like, we create the meaninglessness, which loses the meaning, which spirals us into death, basically. Considering this, Project 4231, rather than embodying a fearsome god, more aptly resembles a savior. Its visage of anger and screams merely represent an exterior. Surprisingly, it embodies the very resolution humanity seeks. I disagree, because that's like an end times type god that kills everything, destroys everything. I disagree with that. It's the same thing as they talk about at the end days, the Armageddon, the world ending type thing, the end of the timeline, the time split, whatever it is, from whatever modern day Marvel media, all the way to the back end, the old Viking media and the Greeks and the Romans and all of it. Revenge, destruction, annihilation, humans driven by rationality, disdain mistakes, but paradoxically find pleasure in them. Exactly, we find pleasure in pain and the suffering of our own selves. As these words manifest, an image of a vivid red face appears in my mind, confirming my suspicions. With every piece we comprehend, it further materializes into reality. But he doesn't realize, Andrew Ammons, every time you try to imagine the god and try to understand the god, then you start bringing it into existence. That's why this entity wants you to think of itself and believe these things, because the more you do believe in those things, the more it becomes real and then symbolizes itself and creates itself into there. Redacted date, 2000 and redacted. Okay, absolutely insane. New document, Andrew Ammons' response. Okay. Subject, Ethical Committee response by Andrew Ammons. Dear Senior Researcher Ammons 66, we have carefully reviewed your inquiry and completed a thorough evaluation. According to our psychological assessment, you have been diagnosed with traits characteristic of a lyrical personality disorder. However, it is important to note that this personality trait, distinct from antisocial and borderline personality disorders, is considered a subclinical trait and not a personality disorder that requires treatment. So he isn't a sociopath, he just lacks emotions. Okay, I guess. This personality trait may increase your susceptibility to other psychological conditions and can interfere with therapeutic interventions. Nonetheless, your current condition can generally be described as healthy. You may find it challenging in your daily activities to identify both your own and others' emotions, as well as to understand the effects emotions have on your physical state. Should conflicts arise with colleagues due to this, our psychotherapy specialists are available for mediation. I was going to say meditation, but now it's mediation. Of course. So basically, hey, you can't understand others' emotions, we'll mediate for you if you need. Observations of your daily activities indicate that not only do you complete tasks with exceptional efficiency, which again, a lot of people who have mental disabilities tend to be exceptionally efficient at the things that they care about or are invested in. They're like insane. It's why autistic people or people who have certain things are insanely good at certain stuff and can go insanely well and hardcore into it and discover things that we never thought before or could see before. But you also have never encountered severe conflicts with peers. For those engaged in research of anomalies, maintaining personal rationality and clarity is imperative. Considering your current state, we are confident in your ability to adequately perform your duties here, because he's already been adequately performing them for a long time. I would like to reiterate that our research into divinities is at a critical junction. Successfully containing those anomalies will significantly advance our control over such phenomena. Thus, we are keen to not lose an understanding individual like yourself at this crucial time. If needed, we will reassess whether you, having lost much of your cranium, yet still function normatively, should be treated as human rather than an anomaly. Remember, if you don't remember, Andrew Ammons, I'm pretty sure he had his head cut off or brain blown out. Remember if you watched back the last streams or whatever, I at one point smashed my head into the ground, grinded my head, and literally my character Apex killed himself. But Andrew Ammons, when he got head decapitated or whatever, the Foundation used some sort of, I don't know if it's an SCP or some sort of technology, but we're able to keep him alive and currently have him alive. I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a head right now, but he still is sentient, I think, and is still alive, which is why they don't know whether to treat him as a human or an anomaly, but as long as he works for them, it's okay. And that's why he has that mask on, is because he doesn't have a head. So when I said he took off his head / took off his mask, I think he did actually take off his head / mask, because he doesn't have a head. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that's the lore that we've already seen and looked through. Because again, we've had every document, we've had every video file, and we've read through everything. So I'm pretty sure that's accurate. If you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact our office. Sincerely, Peter Greenwald, Chairman, Ethics Committee, SCP Foundation, Head Ethics Community, Global Occult Coalition. Alright, good to know. SCP-001, or SCP-4321, and what the Zealots worship as a god are all one and the same, right? They could be the same entity, exactly, they are the same. It's a cross-dimensional divinity, extending its influence on our reality. It's born from the foundation of modernity, given shape by rationality. The most significant manifestation of it is the void. This is going nowhere. I need more information, a lot more information. Think, Apex, think! Don't stop thinking, even if you're free-falling into the void. Yeah, how do we stop this god from destroying this world? It's gonna be hard. Alright. So we wait for that one to go through and go down, up, back. Okay, messed up. Down, over, up, wait for that one to go by. Then down, then around, then down. Then this one, wait for it to go across. Then that one goes across, then over, wait for it, and then go down. Okay, that was easy. I shouldn't have messed up the first time. Embodiment. And the Spirit of God moved upon the path and beheld the hearts of men. Okay, let me drink some water so I can voice this properly. Does the shorts format actually get all the text on screen? It doesn't. I honestly should make it so it gets a little bit more text. Let me try doing that. Let's do that back a bit. And then transform, and then center on screen. Okay. There we go. Just so you can see a little bit better, I guess, the shorts format. And he caused them to relinquish the perceptions of their earthly flesh, to contemplate in spirit the dwelling of God. And they thus received faith from within their hearts, and saw themselves as brethren and sistren unto God, setting themselves apart from the multitudes without faith. Okay. I'm getting used to this, but still not quite. My brain is overheating. Maybe you're right after all. Obviously, you're developing resistance to God's words. You still doubt that? Nothing in particular. I just have this habit of doubting everything. Valid. You should doubt everything. It makes sense for Andrew Ammons, who can't understand people. I feel like I missed something up there, but I guess not. No, I did. Wait, what? Wait, huh? Am I supposed to go back up now? I feel like there's something over here that I can do now, right? Like, look, there's a thing below me right there. Oh, I walk off the edge here. Right? Can I crouch? Can I crouch in this game? No, can I? This might kill me, honestly. This might kill me. Oh, I can't walk off there. What? Am I supposed to climb back up? I feel like this is wrong. I don't think this is right. Okay, no. Should we go back down? I swear there's a thing over here that I can do. Can I jump off this? I swear I should be able to jump down this thing right here. There's no ladder, though. I'm hitting every key. No, nothing? Okay. There's nothing over here. I can't go down here. Again, there's a gap, but I can't go down it. So we have to use this red ladder. But then how do we... I can't jump over there. Can I go down here again? No. I can jump down these stairs. We can go in there. We can go over here. Oh, there's a ladder up. Oh, I'm tripping. I didn't see it because it's so dark. Okay. That makes sense. I knew we had to be able to go up here at some point. And into the void, water, black water depths again we go. This might be the last bit of the game stream. This might be it. Because again, we collected all documents. This could be the finale. The grand finale against the evil bad guys. Okay, my guy's just gonna walk right up the center. Believers pray in groups in front of tombstones. Some are holding various objects, while the rest are empty-handed. Once believers turned away from faith and took up the crown. They plundered sustenance and took up the goblet. They tore apart order and took up the sword. They dug up graves only to seize the ancient scepter and offered it to Redacted. So they kind of rebelled, but also brought their god upon the world. Any secrets over here? Am I not supposed to be going over here already? Okay, let's do the first spot that we were just at first before we... Or we could arm ourselves. No, okay, we'll do the first spot. We'll do the first spot first. Let's head all the way back. Let's investigate this place way back here first. It's gone. The place we came from is gone. We're now looping in reality. Okay, we have to pick up the sword now. Okay. So I can't even look at what the place was there. Maybe I did miss something now. I didn't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything because I want the achievements. Here is a sword. Suspicious? Yeah, we are time looping or dimensionally looping. O son of man, listen to this hymn. O son of man, heed this prayer so grim. Unleash the urge to struggle. Reveal the wild to kill. From mortal shackles to society's cage, break free at will. When true self to itself returns, all lies will break and spill. When glyphs enter the target zone, press WASD to fend off mimetic attacks. You can afford a total of 5 misses. Timing is key. So WASD to like move the cycle in the center thing to block the glyphs, or to like set up which glyphs that we are. When glyphs enter the target zone, press WASD to fend off. I'm probably gonna fail this at the first attempt because I have no clue what they want me to do there. WD Hewlett. Bam! 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 Okay, easy, it's just a rhythm game. Bam! Bum bum. Can't kill me, as you can see. I will survive. Yes, I will stay alive. You can't stop me right now. Nice, let's go. By acknowledging the existence of the void, you gain the power to push against us for the first time. But know that pushing is futile, Apex. You should not walk Judah's old path. I wish you could walk with me. Nah, I'm gonna walk with Judah's path. I like Judah's path better, bro. I feel like his timeline gets us out of here alive. Join the Void Star? No, I will not join the Void side. I will use the sword. Why am I aiming it at my throat? Okay. If you ever were a kid and your parents told you, don't run with scissors pointing towards yourself, always hold the scissors like this, so that the knife part isn't out. He's literally holding the knife like this, like, oh yeah, this is the best way to carry my knife. Oh yeah, if one trip and fall, dead. One thing takes over our hands, oh, we're dead. One reality altering thing, oh, we're dead. Like, bro, this is the, like, your hands are touching the blade. Like, this is just, you're gonna kill yourself. Like, my guy, you are in the least safe spot. Oh, we're back here. So this is what I was missing before. I wanted to be able to read what was on here, but... Okay, this guy's yelling at his devote things. I think I have to get 4 of them. Oh, never mind. Morality of the Seven indistinguishable from his followers. Wielding a sword, he baptized each newborn in the church, cleansing their sins. By baptizing, do you mean like dunking them in water? Dunking them in the void water? That would be bad for them, or like killing them? Like, what kind of baptism is this? This is the role, or this is the role, is Bartholomew, the headsman that serves. He has not given up on thinking, but nor... Okay, they definitely made some typos here. He has not given up on thinking, but have chosen to run away from pains, because that says bird instead of bud. He fills his share of the void with killing, which is a mindless labor. I pity him, yet do believe he earned his share of punishment. Okay, cool. So I can climb up here. This is what I wanted to investigate earlier, but I didn't. So there's a dagger here. Order of the Seven, once the formidable as Faith, was mighty and tall. Consumed by flames, only his stooped and charred remains were left. So did they kill their god then? Yeah, I was just saying the same thing over. Maybe they like contained their own god. They did say like the ritual thing was containing it basically, like doing the sacrifices and stuff. Faith of the Seven, towering, touched, and divine realms above with his height. Spreading his arms, he embraced his followers with slender limbs. Okay, nice. And let's check something. Everything looks good? Yeah, okay, streams looks good. Just wanted to check that. Hello, Ralph, by the way, welcome to the stream. Welcome to all the lurkers. Sustenance of the Seven, plump and regal, stood beautifully and dignified. Bowing deeply and holding his breath, he gathered insights born from prayers. Okay, what do we have here? Wow, oh my god. Okay, we bring in my Chinese translator. Give me a second, Swiftcraft. Can you translate something for me, please? Take a screenshot of that. Can you call and live translate, or just type? See, stream, brilliant. I have a friend who can read Chinese. It's beautiful. This works. Call. All right, yes, let's go. Let's go. Okay. I can call him. All right, let me make sure Discord's unmuted. Discord is unmuted. That's good. Yo.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Right.
Okay. All right. Do you need me to share my screen, or are you watching the stream?
I'm not watching the stream.
I'll share my screen. Okay. Give me 1 second. Hopefully this doesn't lag or anything, because now I'm streaming on Discord as well as 6 platforms. Hopefully this works.
You're still streaming, right?
Yeah, I'm still live. I'm live right now, so don't like don't do anything that you don't want to say on stream. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can you read this? What this says?
This is executor order, or like rules.
Okay.
Executor rules. This is for.
It's lagging significantly.
For,
Okay, so streaming on Discord does make it lag. Okay, I'll just send you screenshots. I'll send you screenshots of the stuff, and then you can just read it out, because the stream can hear you. Did that remove the lag of the stream? How's that? That did. Oh, stream on Discord. Holy hell, it killed the stream for a second. Okay, yeah. Is it good now? It should be good now. Yeah, okay, we're back to 10,000 kilobytes. Oh, yeah. I sent it in Discord. I sent a screenshot of it, yeah.
Yeah, I know. This says executor rules.
Okay.
Like an executor does
rules.
Let's see. What is this word for? Hold on. I'm forgetting how to translate, because like I know what it means in Chinese, but I don't know how to translate it into English.
It's about a sealing of some sort of god, and then they were like worshipping and working with it, but then didn't. That fixed it? Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, so you should be able to hear it, basically.
Executor rules, the alien hands of executor rules.
Okay.
is very belligerent.
Belligerent. Okay, yeah, very belligerent. Yeah. That's all. That's that one. Okay.
and it has strength.
Oh, that's
strong
it.
and
Okay,
powerful, I guess. It's like strong and powerful.
So it's like some, they're kind of like talking like as an alien entity. The dimensional entity is very strong and powerful and belligerent.
So there is this executor rules that has hands, that has alien hands that are strong and powerful.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're about to get the chalice now. Then, all right. Thank you, Swift. I will call upon you again if we need more translations. I appreciate it.
I can literally just mute here.
That is true technically. If it's not like in the stream, actually, being the call, that works actually.
Yeah.
I might be annoyingly drowning on though. Do you want me to mute or not?
I can deafen.
Okay, that works. All right. Alright, stream, I got a live translator for whenever we need it, so that this works. So if I ever don't understand the Mandarin, I'm pretty sure it's Mandarin Chinese, then Swift can translate it for us. I appreciate you, Swift. Alright, we need the chalice now. There it is. The golden chalice. Here is a goblet. O son of man, listen to this hymn. O son of man, heed this prayer so grim. Unleash the urge to struggle, reveal the wild to kill. From mortal shackles to society's cage, break free at will. When the true self to itself returns, all lies will break and spill. Rhythm game, take 2, here we go. Bum 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 bum. You shall not beat me gay. I shall live to see the day. Bring it on faster, please. You will never defeat me. Ha! Ba! Ba! You shall lose this. You shall not pass me. I have rhythm, as you can see. Special delivery goblet service. This is DoorDash for an evil ancient god. I bring you your bejeweled glass of water. Please do not slay my firstborn child or send me to an alternate dimension. Accept this and tip well, since you are an ungodly being. I think we need another thing up there that we're gonna have to put in, so this might be 2 of 3, I mean. Desire of the Seven, an unyielding executioner crushing selfishness. Raising his goblet, he curbs cravings amidst a life of drunken dreams. Like Peter, who abandoned the pursuit of knowledge in favor of his faith. Now he is no different from the zealots, those who he used to despise. Together with the zealots, he offered himself to the dark waters and left the world behind. Hello, Origami. Nice, it's a nice Sovereign's Ghostblade. Hell yeah, that's such a cool sword. I pity him, but do not believe he is walking the right path. Interesting. Alright, off we go to fetch the third and final item, I believe. The third and final item. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-da-day. A skippity-scoppity-boo. Why not be happy when devils are coming for you? Here is a crown. O son of man, listen to this hymn. O son of man, heed this prayer so grim. Unleash the urge to struggle, reveal the wild to kill. From moral shackles to society's cage, break free at will. When true self to itself returns, all lies will break and spill. Rhythm game. Final level, I assume? Here we go. Bottom, bum, bum, bum. Bring it on. You will lose. I will survive, no matter what you do. Nothing can touch me. Yes, you can. Okay, see, I didn't fail that at all. Not even a bit. This is not to stall. Yes, I'm okay. Yes, I will survive. We did it. We stayed alive. Okay. Okay. We carry this. Hello, Ronald, Adrian, Humani Ulko. Welcome to the stream again. Appreciate you joining. Welcome. Adrian, we almost beat the SCP Secret Laboratory Challenge today. We made it 50 minutes. It was painful at the end. I died as 173 against one final guy on surface who I just couldn't kill because he's camping surface. So I couldn't survive. Like, it was so bad. But hey, maybe we'll finish Escape Site-13 today. They cheer for the new god, who enlightens them, shouting for the new millennium, a new king, a new Jerusalem. That's why you're leading them. Is that what you're trying to say? A new glyph, the hardest glyph in the game, I'm assuming? We gotta, like... Actually, I can just wait. I was gonna say I have to time it. Can I hide down here? I can hide down there. Okay, that's easy. Okay, go... Oh, whoa, this is rough. Go. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Go. And then... Yeah. Okay. Oh, down. Okay, I can't go up. Now I can go up. Across. Okay, I was gonna go down during that thing. I guess I could go up, maybe? Up is safer? I can go... No, I didn't touch anything. That's wrong. What did I touch there? I literally did not touch anything. Oh, so I can't go up. It's literally telling me I can't go up based on that. So I can go up here then, right, and survive? Okay, yeah, so you just aren't allowed to go on the previous path that you went on before for that spirit torrent. Okay, that makes sense. Idol. When God had made manifest his glory before all the eyes of mankind, and had declared all mysteries, there was no more any to be saved upon the earth. And he did saturate all things, thereby nourishing every living soul. Then did the faithful entreat and worship his likeness from mud and flesh, as the gods of the heavens, receiving the adoration of multitudes. Even as the devout faith that breathed his Holy Spirit. It's gonna open. Alright. That's probably it right here. Let's meet in person, Apex. There's something fundamentally different between us that much I can tell. Precisely because of this, you may be able to walk this path farther than I ever could. Sorry to disappoint then. Not so fast. I must confirm a few things first. What is it? Right door, left. Right door, left. I'm gonna go left first. I feel like right and left are gonna be the exact same, because it tends to loop you in this game. Nope, never mind. Right is literally a dead end. Cool. That works. Can I actually go back up the stairs? Nope, they don't let you go up. That makes sense. Alright, the final battle. I'll hop, skip, and jump to it. Bring it on, evil deity. I guess that's what you'd be, a deity. Bring it on. Look at that. Be impressed by my stair jump. Did you see that? I speed ran the stairs. Acts of vanity, acts of folly, acts of sacrilege. To flee the void avails not. No soul can flee the rise and fall of the sun. But do we even have a soul? We are an entity of some sort. To ignore the void avails not. No soul can disregard. Oh, I skipped the staircase and fell right into the pool. Okay, I didn't even choose whether I wanted to swim in that or not. Okay. Alright, that works. Bring it on. Oh, our guy's in... Oh. Crown. In the end, when heaven and earth and all therein were made complete, God ceased from all his works. He that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the server, or of the 7 golden candlesticks, made also the stars to dim and the lights to fail for his rest. For 7 nights, faith is the cornerstone of all things, of all people, of all deeds. They closed their ears against the enchanting words of other realms. Contemplating their own existence, they prevent themselves from being lost, touching their own visage to ensure their identities perish not. They paint with ashes and sculpt idols out of clay, that the path they believe may triumph over all others. When the seventh night arose, with all people in deep slumber under the high red sun, the glory of God did shine upon all things, surpassing all kings. The glory of God did obscure all things, surpassing all powers. And the name of God shall be glorified. Alright, we've got a whole bunch of achievements, holy hell. Shapes dissolve into the dark, consciousness adrift upon the tide. All thoughts finally wash ashore, a deep crimson expanse. The landscape is completely different. I can tell these ruins used to be a grand tower. Am I in the right world again? Or am I in that world again? You've unlocked the flashback. Now there should be an extra option when you check your tablet or the title screen. Flashback allows you to revisit a previously experienced story checkpoint. Unlocked clues and documents will not be reset. Oh! Let's go. It lets you actually 100% the game. I was wondering, because they don't give you save slots. So I was like, do you have to replay the game 100 times over and go through like hours and hours of content just to try to unlock 100% achievements? But no, you don't have to. Let me see. How many achievements have we unlocked? We have 11 out of 18. There are 7 achievements remaining that I have not unlocked. That's crazy. There's still 7 achievements left. That is wild. So we can now go to flashbacks instead. Not there. Flashbacks. And here we can now teleport through all of these. So I'm assuming anything that's not, like, green is something that we missed then? Like, we missed the Death Node, we missed the Endless Show, we missed the... Oh, this is probably stuff I haven't finished yet, potentially. I feel like that's what we did. We missed something here, we missed something here, we missed something here. And then the rest of the stuff is just, like, side points. We might have missed something here as well. Potentially, right there. Potentially. Again, I tried really hard not to miss a single thing, but it is definitely hard to do everything on your first playthrough. What happened to Site-13? What happened to Site-13? What happened to Site-13? What happened to Site-13? It's all just that over and over repeated. What happened to Site-13? Alright, we can see a little bit of what's up top there. That looks like a red crimson tree of sorts. Let's go through the door. Yep, there's definitely a crimson something. Yeah, that's a tree. Okay, that's a lot bigger than I expected. If this is the deity, we are in trouble. Looks kind of like a keyhole. Okay. We got some black obelisk columns. New document. The Old Testament 1. Old Testament Apocalypse 1. 1913. My Lord shall forsake this place. Thus spake the angel with eyes of red. Might have been spoke, which should have been what they put there, but maybe not. 1914. For the sound of slaughter ceaseth upon... Okay, let me try this again. My Lord shall forsake this place. Thus spake the angel with an eyes of red. For the sound of slaughter ceaseth not upon thy land, and the thoughts thereof are wholly of deceit and wickedness. Therefore my Lord shall forsake this place. 1915. Flee, ye righteous men and prophets. Know that thou must not shed blood, nor weep, nor look back. Okay, interesting. And what do we have here? Anything to the side? Nope, nothing. Alright. New document, the Old Testament 2. Old Testament Apocalypse 2, 2011. Ceaseth thou not the rain of blood beginning to fall at the horizon? That is the sin of mankind in its fullness. 2012. Seest thou not the crimson smoke that ariseth from the earth? That is the turmoil of man's wickedness. 2013. After my Lord hath forsaken this world, the seas shall turn to blood, and the earth to desolation. 2014. For the great day of his wrath hath come, and who shall not be judged? Interesting. Okay, so that's just like poems to their god, basically, talking about the end of times and how their god will destroy the world, basically. You got the unlock all documents achievement? I really did. I think I did, and then, yeah, we're getting more documents. I swear I did. Let me see. We're missing. The achievements we are missing are a hidden achievement here, Futility, interlocked, enjoy the show, blah, blah, blah. But I got completionist. Don't tell me you collected all of them on your own. I'm assuming that's all documents collected. Completionist. But maybe not. There are a bunch of 0% achieved achievements that are here. Navigate Site-13 is like solving a puzzle with 1,000 moving parts. All video footage segments assembled, so we are still missing a video segment of some sort. They crucified a god and they thought they were the masters of everything, something of that. And Rogue Spirit, you just never follow orders, do you? So, and then another hidden achievement that no one's gotten yet. So we have a whole bunch of achievements that have not been collected yet that I have no clue what they are. And we'll just have to, like, push through and try to get them all. But now that we have flashbacks, as we continue the game, we should be able to teleport back and try things that we missed. Oh! The other things were kind of human-like. These are zombies of sorts, and getting whipped by some sort of... What the frick is the creature next to them? What is that? That's a human! Oh my god, it's a human with, like, a cloak on, like, some sort of mask on him. Hello, zombie? I can't move to the side. What if I run into the zombie? Can I run into the zombie? Can I get whipped? No, I can't get whipped. It forces you to the center. Alright, that makes sense. Not like I wanted to get whipped, I just wanted to see if we can break the game. Because it's always something fun to try to do is break video games. Okay, creepy motherfuckers. Ooh, it's you. I think his name was Steve or something. Hi, buddy. Huh? Hi. Oh, I can move sideways now. Oh, you made it here, Apex. I'm surprised. Who are you? How did you know me? They call me the Pontiff, call me a saint, while I am but a humble servant of God. Peter Mortis, at your service. Your presence here means you have heard my lord's calling. Saint Ammons wishes to see you. He is very interested in your existence. I take it that you don't quite agree? I'm here merely to verify if you're indeed what he said, as in, like, worthy. One Judah Hermes is more than enough. We don't need another apostate. Okay, I see. Can I move? Can I do anything? Hello? Nope, I'm just freaking out. Okay, cool. They're trying to take me over? This thumping in my chest, it feels like my heart is about to break out. Did they void spike me again? Am I about to die? I feel this power so strong that it's almost tangible. What is it? If I can control this thumping, channel and unleash it. If I can control the power they have. Oh, timeline reset. Oh, okay, I know what this is gonna be. All right, rhythm game 10.0. Fight me, boss monster. I got this. This fight shall prove that I will not fall to the likes of heathens such as you. You cannot stop me. I shall be set free. You cannot stop my rhythm senses in the sky. Thou shalt not pass thee. I shall defeat. No, what? I hit those. Bro, I hit those. 100% I hit those. I have my rhythm. You cannot stop it. I shall break free. You shall now see that I can do anything that I want to be, and I have a real personality. Get wrecked. I've defeated your evil saint monsters, and Apex is a real being. Did Judah teach you that? He was graced by God's words, but refused to yield. Stupid and pathetic. What is your purpose? Before meeting Andrew Ammons, I'd like to know your side of the story. For what? Reporting to your gang of jailers? Heh, alright, I don't mind telling you. Rules, laws, conventions, the modern word is built on things that strengthen the pull. Though those jailers, both ours and yours, they're the personification of such pull. This pull you people keep talking about, is it originated from the rationality? Temples of the Aztecs stricken by plague, the shattered walls of the summer palace consumed by fierce flames, your modernity is but a manifestation of oppression and violence. It is rationality that reigns, clearing away the facade, those who possess a sense of self under the discipline and suppression of modern society will inevitably face fractures. Fractures expand into the void, as told sufficiently in Olympia. Is that why you're worshipping this god of yours? Do you see those zealots over there? They do not think, hence they're but the subject of God's whiplash. They're the sheep. They climb the endless stairs forever and ever, purposeless, nourishing the void to give our Lord shape. That's, outrageous is what you want to say. This is the essence of your modern world. Yeah, the weak who get taken control of and manipulated to nourish the strong. Fools like them make up the majority of humanity. 7 billions, maybe more. 7 billion souls, 7 billion howlers, 7 billion sacks of nourishment. But just because they're stupid and can fall for manipulation so easily does not make them any less human and have any less right to life. Don't get me wrong, I count myself as part of humanity. Ignorance is the most tangible hell for humanity, and no one is exempt from living in the age of turmoil and wickedness. How is that related to what you have done? Break, then remake. There is only one way to redeem the world. Those who die for the great cause shall be revived in 7 days. As St. Ammons have promised. Andrew Ammons. You're like him, although fundamentally somewhat different. You're water frozen into ice, pure rationality and reason, yet with no value. So because he doesn't have emotions, he's like Andrew Ammons and can't be manipulated by the god because of not having emotions and feeling? Sorry, I can make an AI cover of a song with you and Samarda singing it. It's basically a rap battle between the one guy who took over media. You can do whatever you want. Again, the only thing I said I wouldn't ever want AI stuff made of me would if it be doing something that's like illegal or stupid. Like, I'll cringe at a lot of AI stuff made of me, but at the end of the day, like, whatever. Like, right, like, whatever. Andrew, on the other hand, is a diamond. I also don't give permission to AI models to train off of me, that's the thing. Because they'll try to train off of me and do it illegally and don't ask for any compensation or anything else, basically. Right? So, for you guys can creatively make your own things, but, like, I do not give permission for the AI software that you use to use my likeness to the way that they want to train their stuff. Which you can now choose on YouTube. You can actually choose if you want AI to scan and read your content and everything that you do and say and etc. and use it to train like the current AI models that exist. I don't have it checkmarked. They are considering paying people to let them then do it. I still don't think I'll give my stuff to AI, basically. And he's also your bridge into the physical world, right? You surprise me! With so much knowledge, you still walk the path of the fool! Go up, Apex! St. Ammons is waiting. Oh, and you're just gonna sink back into your dark, evil sea void of death? Cool. Okay, can't do anything to that thing. I can look at the dead bodies. Nope, that's not looking at the dead bodies. That's walking straight into the void. I wanted to look around for a little bit, but okay, game. Send me right in. Throw me at them. Let's see what happens. How far are we into the stream, by the way? We are currently an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. What time is it? It's 8:57. We'll stream for a bit while more. I do still want to beat the game today. We'll see if we can. Okay, hello, Cultist Steve. It is good to see you again. Not really, though, actually. Is that Andrew Ammons? Like, his beheaded head? Oh, God. He's that tree that we saw way at the upper area, and because we used the void travel, we traveled to this. Kind of like fourth dimensional space gap traveling thing. What's this? Giant mottled trees rise up to pierce the sky, and from their roots a colossal head emerges. A face gaunt as that of the dead hangs inverted. Hail St. Andrew Ammons. This is Ammons, but upon the discovery of the bad sea, Andrew heard the calling of God and submerged his head in the dark waters. What happened then? He existed in both realms, the kingdom of God as well as the mortal world. By our Lord's will, Andrew led us to repair the Thresher server. Himself became the core of the server, or rather, the server is him, albeit wrapped in a metal shell. So when we shut down the Thresher server, we didn't fully defeat it because we haven't shut down Andrew Ammons himself in this alternate reality. So to defeat the Thresher server, we destroy him and his tree, potentially, and that might work. We walk with the realms riding Thresher, erecting altars and spreading words of our Lord. At the end of the 7th ritual, Thresher shall become the vessel for God's advent. This Site-13 was our first altar. I see. Harley Edmund, Elliot Emerson, Andrew Ammons, everything that happened at Site-13 can be traced back to this very tree. I have one last question. If your purpose is to break the world and make a new one by the power of some kind of outer god, why aren't you staying in your world to die with it? You will be reborn in 7 days if you so do believe. Or maybe you just want this power. You! How dare I disrespect your god and your beliefs? Pah! Pah! Lead him to me, Peter. I shall show him your true purpose and the truth of the void. As you wish, Saint Ammons. Answer to his calling, mortal. Alright. What do you got, bro? Oh, is he inside of our mind? Are we inside of his mind? Did we get teleported? I feel like this is a spiritual / psychological transportation rather than a physical one. Okay, so dead end over there. Again, we always check the corners. Gotta check your corners to figure out if there's anything that we're missing. Any secrets that are hiding in wait. No secrets? Okay, back we go. We shall enter this elevator with some sort of cryptic language. Yup. I'm assuming we go down into like the depths of the roots of the tree. Yeah, this is the Thresher server. We're in the Thresher server right now. Yeah, okay, that's what this is. Okay. I don't think we got transported back to reality. I still feel like it's inside of his mind, but it is the Thresher server. Oh god, okay. This is basically like we're inside of Andrew, kind of. Like, it is weird. I believe this is the first time that we meet in real person. This is where his body is, isn't it? His head is in the tree, and then his body's here. Where are we? The inside of the Thresher server? So it seems. Okay, I can't do anything over there. Can't do anything over here. We just gotta go up. Alright. I feel like a spotlight's about to appear on this. Yep. Yep. Do not fret, Bartholomew. We should close the gap in understanding, for that physical closeness is necessary. Like I said, he got decapitated by the water. The language of heaven arrives, but I can neither see nor understand it. The logic of heaven is here, yet it falls beside my path. Only weeds are found in the field. I was about to ask Bartholomew, why did you not take that to the grave? I wanted you to stay with us in our dreams. So sorry, I will cast it in the flames when this is over. At least you did not hand it to other believers, Peter included. When it's just between you and me, you don't seem to be obsessed with the idea of saint and such. And you did say you do not worship their god. You don't see yourself as one of them, is my understanding. Let me put this in a more straightforward way. You do not really understand their pursuit, do you, Lucid One? That is correct. I never had the dreams that they had. In that case, still, the path I walk is determined by my own self. I did see from God how Peter's vision could turn into reality. That same way was witnessed by Bartholomew. Uh-huh. And? What do you think now, Apex? If you would like to join me on this path, I will take this site to the next world. That will give your world extra time. Its demise will happen somewhere further down the road. Basically, he's saying we'll release our god and the end of the world, not in your dimension, but in an alternate dimension, and we'll work our way through the alternate dimensions, destroying each one and every one, bringing them to the end, the extinction point, basically. And then we'll eventually come around to yours, because we're going to travel to every universe and destroy every universe with our god, is what I think he's trying to say. And I'm assuming we're going to have a choice, and there's going to be 2 separate endings with achievements for both. However, during this borrowed time, the pull of your world will increase. By then, its end will be more horrible. You denounce what you call condensation. which is fair in your own logic, but the way of their god makes even less sense. Follow the primitive urge to raid, to kill, to conquer. Where does that path end? A bloodied wasteland. You made one critical mistake, Apex. I never denounced condensation. What? As you said, that the way of blood and fire only leads to a barren nothingness. That we disagree with the way of condensation because the SCP Foundation has already proven its downfall. The part of the path of blood that I agree with is its recognition of desire and self. Okay. That could serve as a solid foundation to build a new world on. Afterwards, we shall expand our new kingdom with condensation as a tool, a weapon. Blood and condensation together will bring humanity to new heights. Sounds like some culty shiz? Yeah, it really is so much of that. I see. In that sense, Andrew Ammons is essentially the same as Peter Mortist, blind pursuers of power. And your blindness comes in two senses, as you don't understand human feelings. That is the real reason why you chose this path. Emotion to me is as color to the blind, to quote yourself. We are equally blind in that sense. That is why you can never understand Peter's visions. Correct. We see the world differently. I thought you'd understand me. Maybe yes, I understand you as a deranged dreamer. Don't you want to see the colors of my new world? I can see color, per se, mind you. It's just that I can't do anything with it. Ah, I see. You are not blind, but just a freak, is what you're about to say, right? People tend to call what they do not understand freaks. We are the same in that way. Yet fundamentally, we are different. I know you want someone to recognize and even appreciate your ideology, Ammons. Unfortunately, I'm not this someone. We're driven by pretty much the same force, but chose entirely different paths. Yeah, it's literally someone who couldn't be understood by a normal person, who wants to be understood by someone, who wants to be, I guess, loved and accepted in a kind of a way, but we're not. The god kind of did accept him, and that's why he's working for him, I guess, and then we're on our own path. In the same vein, Judah Hermes chose to adhere to rationality to the bitter end. Hello, Swift. I hope we're finishing this, then maybe not, though. Again, there's still like 7 achievements remaining. Although none of us have found the right way. Indeed, this attempt for understanding was doomed to fail from the very beginning. You said I'd be disappointed. That makes sense. We will not walk the same path, no matter what. May I take that as the end of our meeting? You asked me to witness. That doesn't necessarily make us comrades. Plus, so far, you should have got a pretty clear idea whatever you say or try will never sway my mind. You still don't comprehend his nature, Apex. Huh? I mean, you still call him a god. While in fact he is not a divinity, was not, and will never be. What about you? You've been calling it God, too, with a capital G. That is intended for the believers. Now I'm confused. What is him or it exactly? He is blood, flesh, and the appeal of fire, the embodiment of the pole. The Lord is not an evil god in manifestation. Or more precisely, he is more than that. What are you trying to say? Is it, what, a concept, an idea? How did the Thresher server travel across dimensions? Have you thought about that? Because it rides on an idea that universally exists in all civilizations, all worlds, all dimensions, forever and ever. Lord, here comes the last of the 7. Neo Testament Gospel of the Crier. I, The 6 are already furnished, and 1 now cometh hither. 6 chains are already sundered, 1 chain at last held in hand. Thou hast heard my name in the stench of howling winds, in the mournful cries of the wildfire. Thou hast invoked my name as thou curled up weeping in the darkness. When thou prayest, I respond. The Lord of the 7 Urns, the wearer of the Crimson Crown, the Scarlet Demon, the Father of Howls, bearer of 7 Shackles, the Red Shah. Thou hast vowed a sacrificial feast, now the torch is kindled. Howl for all that hath perished, for all that blood that hath been spilled. 7 commands, 7 shackles, 7 sons of man offered to the Crimson King. Does that mean they already had 7, like, people worshipping it, and now I'm, like, I mean, 6 people already worshipping it, and I'm, like, considered their 7th, like, person to finish the god's ritual, potentially? Hello, Bluntology, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Ba-dum. And up we go, floating into Andrew Ammon's tree thing, or is he sending us towards God? What is he doing with our body? We might have to swap timelines again to be resurrected, but even then. Okay, there we go, we've been hit. Howling winds thrash the wilderness, rustling incessantly by my ears. The void within my heart, unnatural and I grasp it, only to discover it is indeed my own right hand. In the moment my right hand becomes truly my own, I comprehend the invisible is taking form. In the void within my heart's sake, I break free from the shackles of flesh, yet the usurpation does not cease. Evidently the void roots not in my body, but in my soul. I sever the bonds of my soul, yet the usurpation remains unhabitable. Bewildered, if neither body nor soul harbors the void, where does it reside? A roar echoes, I turn towards the sound the void has torn through the skies, its blood like tears, poignantly on the brink of weeping. Bewilderment transforms into dread as the seeds of the faith come into formation, or fruition. Neither soul nor flesh matter, the void is akin to the ether spoken of by dreamers, omnipresent, ever something or other. The more rationality seeks to suppress it, the more terrifying its inevitably emergence becomes. Oh my god, why is that text so fast compared to all the other texts in the game? Why the hell is that text, like, going at f***ing 47 miles per second, bro? Like, at least give me a warning when it's gonna go fast. Is that end? Game over? GG? I think that's GG. I think we won. I don't think we escaped Site-13, though. Wait, we didn't escape, though. We just got killed. Is this just one type of ending? Is there no way to survive? We didn't escape the site. We got killed inside of the alternate dimension inside of Site-13. We might be able to go back in time to an alternate timeline and be able to change things, potentially, using the flashback method. So we're missing some sort of video file I missed somewhere in my quest through it. I missed picking the option that's like a rebellious option. I missed, alternate ending of some sort, and another alternate ending. I'm assuming some of the alternate endings are if I gave up my soul to the clown guy. And I think that there's another achievement for if I decapitated my friends instead of decapitating myself at the other thing. The game was rigged from the start. I do believe it is rigged from the start that we're probably going to die. But also he has the ability to switch timelines, so there's a chance. There is a chance that we can switch timelines and survive. Like, I might be able to go back and play through and alternate the timeline to actually succeed and not be, like, screwed over. But look at that, all the SCP wiki, like, documents that they used for this. Thank you, dear creators and translators. We wouldn't be here without you blazing the trail. Hell yeah! Let's go! I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's actually made content on this game. I'm 99% sure. Like, if you look at the gaming thing below this stream, after we're done stream, I'm pretty sure if you click on it, Escape Site-13, and go to the YouTube Escape Site-13, like, content tab, the only things that show up are the streams that I've done on the game so far. I'm pretty sure. It was when I checked it, like, a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's changed. Thus concludes the 7th iteration, Record of Agent Apex. You have tried your best, but this result is still unsatisfactory. I will not allow this advent. Even if it's inevitable, it can't be now. May you find the best solution in the next try. I'll try over and over again, even if it takes 1,000,000 times. I am not a god, but one of the blessed blind. Feel your way out of the labyrinth with your trusted hands. Is it gonna swap me to the title screen, or is it... What's happening? Saving? Game trigger? Another indie? Okay, yeah. What other Chinese company is this one? And we're set back to the title. So that is the end of the game. But we can do alternate timelines. So if I pull up the thing and pull up the achievement stream, let me switch it to like a display capture on or something for a second. Let me like throw this on over here. If we throw up like a display capture real quick on both the main screen and the non-main screen, I think this one should show it. No, that's the wrong one. That's the chat screen. If I do that, and then do that, there we go. Okay. You can now see the entire screen. Okay. This is the achievement list. Global achievements. We got Thinker, 67%. We got all these all the way down. We are missing this hidden achievement. I'm not going to click the spoiler because I want to find it out my own way. I'm pretty sure my guess on this one is alternate ending with the clown guy. If I like chopped off my friends' heads instead of my own head. Then we have navigate the Site-13 is like solving a puzzle with 1,000 moving parts. I feel like this is an alternate ending if you replay the game and beat the game again with not the bad ending. Enjoy the show. We missed a piece of footage somewhere, so we need to replay the stuff to find the last piece of footage. Illusion of control. They crucified a god and thought they were the masters of everything. This must be also like a replay it, basically, to see things. Rogue spirit. You just never follow orders, do you? I have no clue what this one is. Like, we have to, like, go against the choices of something and fight back. And then a hidden achievement. I might have to look at the spoiler on this one, because if no one's ever gotten it, I might need to, like, if I can't figure it out myself playing through. But what we'll do for now, I think we'll end this stream here. And we'll save, like, the rest of this game for a future day. Like, another day where I try to 100% escape Site-13. Or, like, go back in. For now, I think we just exit, save it right there. I personally think. Because it's getting late, and I want to save that for another time, personally. And I gotta rest my voice. I've already been talking for like 3 hours. Secret Laboratory for like 1 hour, and then 2 hours of this. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who joined the stream today. Huge shout out to Swift for helping translate some stuff. I appreciate it, Swift. Shout out to the Twitch chat, Icy Guy, and the lurkers there, as well as Bluntiology. Shout out to the X Twitter chat and the lurkers there, as well as the Kick chat. Shout out to the Instagram chat with Criminal ALVR and the lurkers there. Shout out to the YouTube chat, ZRDran, Aya, or Aya, SCP Origami, Swiftcraft Alt, aka Swiftcraft, of course, Matthew Hurra, Agent 24, and the lurkers, of course, on YouTube. I appreciate you guys all joining. And shout out to, last but not least, the Instagram chat and the people who joined there and lurked in the background. I appreciate you guys all joining and watching. I will do the rest of 100% in that game another day. Good game, solid. Like, I expected very little going into this indie game made by a Chinese studio, and I got a whole bunch of new SCP learning out of it. I got some decent gameplay and some decent fun, and now we're going to go for that 100% achievements, because I've 100% achieved every single SCP game I've ever played. So I'm going to try to do that. So yeah. Technically, we did not escape. Yes, technically, I have not escaped the facility yet. Next time I might be able to, though. I might be able to get an alternate ending where I survive. Whether it's rebellious and I don't go back to, like, help the facility and I just save my own life or something, or if it's, like, a actual, like, go against Andrew Ammons and do all the culty shit, I don't know for sure, but there's definitely, I think I have a couple ideas on how to finish a couple of the achievements to get everything done, and then the flashback thing, I think it does list, like, the areas that you kind of missed, like, a thing or something. So I think it shouldn't be too hard to try to 100% everything, but again, there's, like, 5 achievements that 0% of players have gotten, and I'm going to be trying to get all those achievements that 0% of players have gotten.